Hi students, welcome back. This is Plus 2 Computer Science Chapter 11 Database Concepts Part 2 video, and in this class you are going to learn about database models. Before getting into the video, please do subscribe. So let us start with an introduction. Let's see what is data model. Data model describes how the data can be represented and accessed. And the main purpose of data model is to give an idea as how the final system or software will look like after development is completed. So it is like a complete blueprint. All the data will be stored in a table format. So it looks like a table format. We do have rows and we do have columns. All the data will be stored in table format. So let's see how we are going to store all the data in different models. We do have 5 different types of data model: hierarchical model, relational model, network database model, entity relationship model, and object model. So let's start with the first model, hierarchical model. Hierarchical model was developed by IBM as information management system. In hierarchical model, data is represented as a simple tree-like structure form. So tree-like structure, this form is actually called as hierarchical model. And this model represents a one-to-many relationship, that is parent-child relationship. For example, let us frame hierarchical database model for collecting student details. Consider standard 12. So we can collect the data from all the students of standard 12 and we can maintain a table. But it is difficult because all the students are not in same group. Their subjects are different. So based on the subject, we can create different tables. So here I split this table into two different parts and I create a table for plus 2 commerce group and plus 2 general group. There are so many different groups, you can create as much you like. So after dividing, storing students' detail will be easier. To make it more easier, I can further divide this table into two different parts. For example, plus 2 commerce students, I can maintain a table for boys alone and a table for girls. Similarly, for other groups also, we can divide the table and you can store a table for girls and for boys. Now look at these branches. This design is actually called as hierarchical database model. Now standard 12, that is the very first table, act as the parent table and the branches act as the child. So here there is a relationship between parent and child, that is parent-child relationship. The entire model looks like tree structure. Look at this model, observe it properly, because parent will have many child but every single child will have only one parent. That is the main concept in hierarchical database model, and there is no connection between siblings. That is, there is no connection between plus 2 commerce and plus 2 general. So now let us move on to the next model, that is relational model. The relational database model was first proposed by E.F. Codd in 1970. The basic structure of data in relational model is tables. The other name of tables is relation. So that is the reason the model name is relational model. It is completely about tables. And all the informations related to the particular type is stored in a row of that table. Now look at the table. We do have columns and we do have rows. Every single column is termed as attributes. Okay. Every single row is termed as tuple and the entire table is termed as relation. Now look at this model. We do have three tables. First table we do have three columns, that is student ID, name and age. Second table, again we do have three columns. It is subject ID, name and teacher. Now look at the third table. Third table is related to first two tables. Let's see how. In third table, the first column is actually copied from first table. that is student ID. Both are same. And second column of this third table is copied from second table, that is subject ID. They are same. Now read the first row, that is first tuple of third table. That is student ID is 1, subject ID is 1 and mark is 92. Now if you want to know who is ID 1 and which subject is marked as ID 1, you have to read table 1 and table 2 to get the details. This is how it is related. Now let's see who is ID 1. ID 1 is Malar, age is 17, and subject 1 is C++ and it is handled by Mr. Kannan. The mark secured by Malar is 92. In which subject? In C++. This is how we get the information from this relational model. Okay, now let us move on to the third model, that is network model. Network database model is an extended form of hierarchical data model. The difference between hierarchical and network data model is, in hierarchical model, a child record has only one parent node, that is one-to-many relationship. So one-to-one and one-to-many relationship is possible. In network model, a child may have many parent nodes. It represents the data in many-to-many relationship. And this model is easier and faster to access data. So let us discuss this network model with an example. Consider college details. College, they do offer many courses and it is maintained as department. Here for example I have taken one department. Not only department, they do have library. So here this college is divided into two parts. First one is department A and second one is library. Now this department or this college cannot be working without students. So we do have a common table for department A and library, that is students. Now let's talk about the relationship. Now in this model, college is the very first table to be created. So obviously it acts as the parent. And this parent has two children. One is department A and then library. So individually, when you look at department A, it has one more child, that is student. And library, it has one child, that is again the same table, student. So what happens? This department A and library, it will turn as parent. For whom? For student. So here we have so many relationship, that is college has two children, department A and library. Department A has one child, that is student, and library has one child, that is student again, and student table has two parent, that is department A and library. Actually this network model is similar to hierarchical database model, that is a previous model, but only one difference. In hierarchical, that is a previous model, one child will have only one parent, but here in the network model one child will have many parents, that is many owner. So now let us move on to the next topic, that is object model. Object model stores the data in the form of object, attributes, methods, classes and inheritance. This method handles more complex applications such as geographical information system, scientific experiments, engineering design and manufacturing. And it is used in file management system. So on the whole, this object model provides a clear modular structure and it is easy to maintain and modify the existing code. So let's see it with an example. Object model is shape, circle, rectangle and triangle. All are the objects in this model. Circle has the attribute radius and rectangle has the attribute length and breadth. Triangle has the attribute base and height And this object, circle, rectangle, triangle, are inherited from the object shape. So just attributes means it is column and object means it is table. So it is maintained as a table. Shape is a table and circle, rectangle, triangle is the table. And the data stored inside circle, rectangle, triangles are radius, length, breadth, base and height. And the values of all these attributes are inherited from shape. So here we do have one-to-many relationship. That is, object shape is having relationship with three different objects, that is circle, rectangle and triangle. That is why it is one-to-many relationship. Okay, now let us move on to the next model, that is entity relationship model, ER model. It was developed by Chen in 1976. And in this database model, relationships are created by dividing the object into entity and its characteristics into attributes. So entity means it is table and attributes means the column present in the table. This model is useful in developing a conceptual design for the database. And this model is very simple and easy to design logic view of data. So let's see with an example. Entity relationship model. See, look at the diagram. We are going to learn how to draw this diagram and what is the meaning of all different shapes. Now in this entire model we are going to discuss only the first part of this picture, that is salesperson, name, age and salary. So what is salesperson? It is the name of the table. And what is name, age, salary? They are the attributes. Attributes means column. So in a table format you can see that is ID, name, age, salary. These are the column names. And salesperson is mentioned as entity. Entity means it is a table. So this is how the database is designed. All the entity, that is table, will be mentioned in rectangle box and the columns supporting that table, that is attributes, will be mentioned in ellipse shape. Okay children, let's try this. Already we have learned database models, that is hierarchical database model, relational database model, network model and object oriented database model. 4 different database models we have learned. You can select any model and you can design database. You can create multiple tables. After completing database, you are supposed to draw ER diagram. You have to represent your database in diagrammatic manner. Now let us convert this relational model database into ER diagram. So let's convert this into ER diagram. First table, that is student ID, name, age. 3 attributes are there. Student ID is set as primary key. So let's convert this table into ER diagram. So entity name I'm just giving as student. First attribute is student ID. Since it is key attribute, you should underline the name of that attribute. And the next one is name and then age. So totally 3 attributes are there. Similarly, the second table, subject ID, name, teacher. Subject ID is set as primary key. So you can convert this table also. Entity name is teacher. Since it is all about teacher detail, I have given the name for entity as teacher. And the first attribute is key attribute, that is subject ID. Second attribute is name. Third attribute is teacher. And finally, the last table, we do have 2 key attributes, subject ID and student ID. And the third attribute is mark. So let's convert this also. Table name, that is entity name, is marks. So marks entity, the first attribute is student ID. Second attribute is subject ID. Both are key attributes. So just underline it. And the third attribute is marks. So now let's see the relationship between student and marks. Look at the key attribute of student, student ID. That key attribute is copied and pasted in entity marks. So there is relationship. After each exam, who is going to get marks? Yes, students are going to get marks. So the relationship you can name it as get. Since there is relationship, we have to draw this rhombus diagram. Similarly, teacher entity, we do have key attribute as subject ID. That key attribute is copied and pasted in marks entity. So there is relationship. And what is the relationship between these two entity? Marks are maintained by teachers. Yes, we have completed ER diagram. It is simple and easy. So in this class you have learnt about types of data model, hierarchical model, relational model, network database model, entity relationship model and object model. So that's all for today. Thank you.